I absolutely adore Euphoria.
When I first met her, I was just immediately in love.
I need to make that really clear from the jump because when I start talking about this, people are going to think that I don't actually like the show, which is absolutely ridiculous because I think it's one of the best shows on television right now. The cinematography, the writing, all of it just makes me want to give Sam Levinson a big sloppy kiss on the cheek. No, you know what? Screw it. This show makes me want to give Drake a sloppy kiss on the cheek, and he's not even my favorite Jewish rapper. For those of you who are wondering, that weirdly specific title goes to Lil Dicky because he's had my heart in shambles ever since Dave dropped. So, yeah.
There you go. What's the Wi-Fi password here?
Go inward, all one word.
It's not working. It's the full N-word?
Inward. I-N.
N-word.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's really so aggressive.
Stop sleeping on Dave, but I digress. This video is not a breakdown, this video is not a review, this video is a rant. This rant is also going to be full of spoilers from season 1 of Euphoria and the first episode of season 2 of Euphoria. So if you haven't watched those, please don't watch this video. It is a really good show. Don't ruin this for yourself, okay? Cool, now that that's out of the way, let's start with the things that I actually really liked about the first episode. And starting off with this guy. I like this guy. His name is Elliot. He makes me feel nice. There's not much else I can say about him. Based on the trailers, he's going to be a pretty important character to both Rue and Jules for the rest of the show, so I'm pretty interested to see what happens.
Oh shit, sorry. What were you snorting?
I wasn't snorting anything.
Yeah, you were.
No. Fixing this washing machine, actually. I work for a Whirlpool. And, you see it, it's all messed up, so I'm just...
If you tell me what drugs you're doing, I'll tell you what drugs I'm doing.
He just seems like a really likable dude. I imagine he'll act as a sort of buffer between Jules and Rue because of how toxic their relationship is when they don't have other people involved, which I think would help both of them in the long run. Another thing that I'm really happy about, Ethan and Kat are absolutely holding it down right now. Dude, I was so happy when I saw that Kat and Ethan were still together in the first episode. Like, this is all that's holding me together right now. I obviously really hope that Kat isn't doing sex work anymore, and I'm really excited to see how that whole conversation happens. Now that all that's out of the way, let's talk about the things that got me so stressed out that I'm recording and editing an entire video about it. I'll start with the one that everyone is rightfully stressed out about. Cassie, everyone likes you. Everyone likes you. Why are you fucking your best friend's abuser? Oh, but Hades, she was drunk, she didn't know what she was doing. Look, I get it, people make mistakes, but I can be pissed off at you for making that mistake, can't I? For me, Cassie was on thin ice when she cheated on McKay for the first time, and the second time too, because I like her so much, I was just gonna let her get away with most of it. But this is the point that I can't go past, because you can't tell me that she didn't know Nate abused Maddie. Cassie's literally the one who told everyone that Nate abused her. And on top of being her best friend's abuser, it's her ex-boyfriend's best friend! There is just no level of horny that can justify something like that to me. Also, the show made such an effort to make sure that the audience knew that she was drunk before having sex with Nate. Can we stop acting as if being drunk is the same as having a parasite in your head that makes you do stupid things? Dude, I've been drunk before and I've never had sex with my best friend's abuser. Because for most people, when they see their best friend's abuser, they don't think, oh god, my panties are absolutely soaking wet right now. They usually think, oh shit, that guy abused my best friend. And Nate comes back just to see the grossest stuff about her in that one scene with McKay, and that just rubs salt in the wound for me. And I really don't think that she deserves what Maddie's going to do to her when she finds out. So, God, just I'm praying for Cassie right now, man. Also, I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate how great Jacob Elordi is in his role as Nate Jacobs. I would argue that his performance is probably the best in the entire show with the exception of maybe Zendaya's. So I just wanted to appreciate him for absolutely killing this role before I get into like the more abstract parts of this video.
I know that I never really said it before, but I want to be with you. Say something.
This is amazing and I hate it. I just do, and I can't properly explain why, but I despise that scene. I think that my issue with it is when I finished the first season of Euphoria, I felt kind of hollow in the sense that I felt like I had watched that entire show for no good reason since Rue ended up relapsing. And after rewatching it, I realized how silly that was considering most drug addicts end up relapsing at some point. So it was honestly more unrealistic for me to have thought that everything was going to be okay. But this scene felt like an emotional relapse, and I just don't know how I feel about it yet. It's beautiful and amazing and so well made, and I hate it anyway. Now, let's talk only for a moment about one of the weirdest decisions I've ever seen any television show make.
Where'd you go? I was starting to miss you.
Fezco's age is never specified, but according to Nate in episode 7, he dropped out of high school when he was 20 years old. So this man Fezco is in his mid-20s, while Lexi is 17 years old. Both of these characters are really good for Rue, and I really appreciate that for them. And I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I didn't find that conversation about God cute, because I found it adorable. I knew I wanted to see more of Lexi and more of Fez in season 2, but this is not what I wanted. I think they would have made really cute friends to watch throughout the show, but for some reason, the writers of the show decided that they were going to add a flirtatious aspect to their relationship. God, I hate this decision so much. No, this wouldn't be the most toxic relationship in the show. Of course not. But my problem isn't the toxicity, my problem is what it does to Fez as a character. Or at least how likable he continues to be. Of course these kinds of relationships happen in real life, but my problem is that in my opinion, every single time, the older person is a freaking weirdo. And I don't want Fez to be a weirdo, I like Fez. I really don't think he would hurt Lexi, I really don't, but it's weird for a man in his mid-20s to be dating a girl in her mid-teens. He was literally packing cocaine by the time that she was done using baby powder. The show has some really smart people working on it, so if there's anyone who can make this end up coming out okay, it's probably the Euphoria writers, so maybe I'm freaking out for no reason. Also, based on the last scene of the first episode of the second season, I'm not 100% sure that they're gonna go that route because I don't know how Lexi could, get past Fez beating the shit out of Nate in front of everybody at the party. But the show is weird and doesn't do what you expect it to do. I mean, Angus Cloud said the idea of Fez dating Lexi was new and interesting. So I don't know if Euphoria is gonna do it or not. It looks like it will. It's weird and I'm kind of pissed off about it, but it's okay. Everything will work out fine. This is gonna be a great season. Everything's gonna be okay, I am sure. It's gonna be a great season. Nate is gonna start exploring his sexuality a little bit more. Fez is gonna continue being the greatest human being on any TV show ever. Lexi is going to continue being the unproblematic queen she is. Kat is gonna stop doing all the sex work stuff. Everything is gonna be okay.